Okay, so this is another weekend of test server junk they got coming out. This weekend they're doing the final testing for the three dash bots that are coming out. So I'll show you what each one of those are. Plus, they have a bunch of weapons change, dynamics changes, stuff like that. So I'll take a look at. I'll show you guys every single one of those so you can kind of see what to expect. A lot of this is they have skins on these now, so it means they're ready to go. This is just like a final test stage. So this is the Mark III dash robot, which is the heaviest one that they're going to come out with. As you can see, it has the dash ability. It is slower than any of the other ones. Obviously, it's like, all the heavier bots are slower. It has a physical shield on it. So that's kind of a little bit interesting. I don't know how well that shield's going to work out. It looks like really tiny. But it's got 3 medium spots on it. So what I did was, and the cool thing that I noticed about it, though, is that all 3 of those medium spots are on the right side, which means you can corner shoot and make this a pretty nasty mech by corner shooting with it. So that's something definitely to keep in mind. The next mech that that I put into the hangar is the Dash 2, which is the medium, and this one is has an ECU shield, or I'm sorry, like an Ancile shield. So it's kind of like the Carnage, where it has its own Ancile shield built into it. It's got 3 medium spots, just like the other one. So I really don't see. I think they should have at least made the heavy 3 heavy spots, or maybe 2 heavies and a medium or something. But anyway, as far as weaponry goes, the firepower is the same on the medium as it is on the heavy. The difference is the medium has the ancile shield built in, and the heavy has a physical shield. So it's kind of like, what do you prefer most? This dash is supposed to be a little bit farther. The cooldown time is a little bit lower. Obviously, it's also a faster bot as well. I mean, it doesn't really have a lot of armor, 118k, but that's at level 8, and this one's at 149. So this heavy one will be close to 200. When it's maxed out, it'll probably be like 178 or 180, right around there. And that's the medium. And then they also have a light they're coming out with, where they're just calling it the prototype dash. And this is kind of like the dash version of a stalker, in the sense that it's got the dash ability. It's extremely, extremely fast, and has 2 medium spots instead of 2 light spots like the stealth does. So we'll see how well that one is supposed to work. But that is actually the light version of the bot. Kind of like, they did the Gareth when the shielded bots came out and all that stuff. So kind of cool looking, though. I think all 3 of these mechs are very cool looking, actually. Probably some of the better mechs that they've created as far as design-wise. So the next mech that I put in was, we're also testing a new weapon. It's called the heavy autocannon. Right now they're just calling it a prototype heavy, obviously, but they're calling it a heavy autocannon. So I'm going to just put 3 onto a Fury so you can kind of see that. And basically what this is, as you can see, is it's just like any of the other autocannons that we have, like the Molots and the Punishers and stuff like that. It's just supposed to have a longer range, and the damage per shot is extremely high. So, for example, you're looking at level 8, the damage per shot is 850. So, and it fires 50 rounds. So, I mean, in theory, that's, it's got to be at least a good 40,000 points of damage at 800 meters. Obviously, assuming 100% accuracy, but you get the idea. And then multiply that times 3. It's supposed to be the next sniper bot, because it goes out to 800 meters. So, I don't know. We'll find that out too. We'll see how well that performs. I didn't like it previously. Now, one of the other things that they did is they're changing the design of the gecko. So as you can see, just by the little icon, it looks a lot beefier. But the other thing that they're doing is they're increasing the gecko's damage by 21%. So at 14, at level 8, they do 1469, and they're increasing them to 1770. So that's a pretty significant jump for damage per second for a gecko. And they look pretty badass too. I'm not a big fan of the color, but I think they change the color when they get upgraded. But they're definitely a lot like beefier looking, like more manly looking. Ain't no Pink Floyd shit going on there no more. Alright, so let's see what we can do. There's no map. They haven't said anything about the map. I think the final testing for the map was last weekend, so they're going to roll out with that map in a couple of weeks. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with the fast mech here. Oh man, this thing is super fast. It's just like a stalker. Thing is so damn fast. It's unbelievable. I gotta take a look at the speed on this thing. Wonder how it compares to a stalker. But you know what I like about it though? Watch every time I jump, the back flares out. Kind of has that little feathering in the back that flares out when you jump. It's pretty cool looking actually. Watch, see that? That's cool shit. Yeah, I'll tell you, that thing's pretty cool. I like that thing a lot. Alright, let's see how well... This is the medium. So let's see how well the medium does now. This kind of moves like the Galahad. It's got a pretty good turn radius on it. So it's not like super slow. It's just not as fast as the Mark 1 is. Or whatever they're calling the smaller one. However, firepower-wise... Obviously, as you can see... Firepower-wise, this thing is pretty nasty. And you can get yourself out of a jam pretty quick with this thing. The reload time, the cooldown time on the jump, I think is absolutely spot on perfect. It's not too long. It's not too quick. So, pretty cool. I like it. Just wish my teammates would do a little bit more. See if I can... Yeah. It's a Fury with 3 thunders. That's funny. So that guy's got to have Orkans. Yeah, I really like this thing. It's pretty cool. It performs really well. It's got a pretty good, yeah, so you can get out of almost anything with that. Yeah, I really like that. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's see how this big one does. Oh man. This thing is slow as shit. Let's see if we can do something about this. They're all shielded. I'm gonna get inside his bubble. So that ancile regenerates pretty quick, as you can see, for that medium. That's funny. Alright, anyway, let's see here. Obviously, this setup was not designed for close combat, so can't really do much with that. Well, that's pretty interesting. Hopefully I'll get to try some of the other bots too and see what else we can find out. But I'm going to do probably 4 or 5 videos today because I want you guys to be able to see everything. Well, that's it till the next one.